Does leadership ever feel like Groundhog Day? The same meetings, the same problems, and the same fixes. Here's the first way to break the loop. Name the real problem. Most leaders already know the answer. The real challenge is knowing the problem you're actually trying to solve. And here's the thing, it's not always the process. Sometimes it's people. It might be the right person, but in the wrong seat, or the wrong person in the role altogether, or even the right person in the right role. They just don't have the capacity to do it well. And if you don't face the real problem honestly, you'll just keep patching processes when the real issue might be fit or capacity. And that's when the same problem will come back again and again. And yes, you're suddenly starting your own version of Groundhog's Day. Naming the real problem stops that chase. It saves you from running in place, moving fast, but going absolutely nowhere. And look, I've been in that room. I've sat on both sides of the table, me having to tell my leadership team or my team telling me about the same problem again and again. I've felt that weight of that conversation and the defeat of watching it repeat week after week and quarter after quarter. It feels like, you're running on a treadmill that never stops. And meanwhile, there's new problems that are showing up your door every single day. And that's when leaders really start to feel stuck. Their team lose energy, and dare I say it, people burn out. And burnout, we all know, doesn't just cost you personally, it drags down your entire culture. So here's my second tip. Anchor to clarity. If people do not know what matters most, old problems will almost always resurface. Think about it. If everyone is solving for a different version of the same goal, you'll circle back to confusion and conflict, almost certainly. When clarity is in place and priorities are clear, that loop can start to break because everyone is working on the same and the correct thing. Here's another frustration. Even when you fix something or you solve the problem, I know you're gonna say it fades away after a week, right? Like after cleaning up your calendar, it's like suddenly the calendar's busy again. Why? Because without habits, solutions do not stick. That's why the third tip is build micro habits. I think about this like planting a garden, a vegetable garden with carrots and tomatoes. You don't just drop one seed in the ground and expect food forever, do you? No, of course not. Of course not. You tend to the soil, you water it daily, and you keep showing up, right? Harvest after harvest, season after season. That's what habits do. They sustain growth. And leadership works the same way. It's not a one-time fix. It's the small habits that keep progress alive. For example, you could end every meeting this week with one simple step like who's doing what and by when. Or another great way is to start each week by aligning on the top 3 priorities. Tiny habits like these keep things moving forward and stop the loop from pulling you back in. So if this is resonating, can you just do me a favor and type in the word habit in the comments? Okay, awesome. So here's the last point. Sometimes it feels like you're the only one holding everything together, right? But if the system only works when you're in the room, guess what? It's not a system, it's duct tape. So my fourth tip is create ownership. Please, please, please create ownership because people do not stick to systems that they do not own. When you involve them, the habits survive pressure and the system doesn't collapse the moment that you walk out of the room. With ownership in place, you are no longer the glue, your team is. And that's how change that's how change actually lasts. So now it's up to you. If this helped, please do hit subscribe for more leadership strategies. I'll keep sharing them every week. And you can check out my next video, which will be on 30 hours of meetings and nothing gets done, because that one might hit even closer to home.